Quick video on ANSI lumens and ISO lumens and, lumens in general. Because a lot of projectors, they're from a white label company and they just throw numbers on there and you think, oh, wow, this is going to be bright. Oh, wow, this is going to be, what I need. What you're looking at right here is 800 lumens, 800 ANSI lumens. And it's bright enough if you want something in daytime, ambient lit conditions. As you can see, and we're not sitting in the dark, you're going to need at least 800 to have the image somewhat viewable during the daytime. And you're watching this on video, and the camera is going to adjust. I didn't turn off all the settings I'm using on my phone, and to go through and turn it all off, and it just becomes more work. But the image that you're seeing here, it's a little bit heavily contrasted, making the projector screen look a little bit better than it is. If there's more contrast in real life, it's a little bit more washed out, a little bit more faded than what you're seeing, but it's not bad. You're gonna need something with at least 800 lumens for ambient light viewing. That's what you need. A lot of people can't figure it out, or they don't know. They'll buy a projector because it's a budget priced, or something that touts huge lumen numbers, and it's just, phony baloney nonsense. So if you find one and you can have a relative base, a standard that you can go by, say ANSI lumens, then you want one that's 800 ANSI lumens, and this is what you're going to get. Now, if you buy one that's maybe half of that, like 400 ANSI lumens, it's probably even less. It's probably more towards 300. This is what about 300, 350 ANSI lumens looks like right there. And we're going to adjust for ambient lit conditions, and you can kind of see the difference that, it's still viewable somewhat in ambient lit conditions. It's not too bad. But this is much more viewable, as you can see. This looks washed out. So you're getting almost, I don't want to say twice the brightness, but, this you can clearly see this is faded. That is a regular TV, and you can see the stark difference of the contrast, the colors. Look at that, opposed to a projector. And then this one here. Now, by now, you're probably going, okay, well, what kind of projector? This is the XGIMI Mogo. They have a Mogo 2, and then they have a Mogo 2 Pro. Each trim level is, so to speak, one-ups the other one. But the original is not bad. It's pretty good. But what's best, or better, what's better is the Elfin. And this thing's 800 ANSI lumens, and that's what you need for watching stuff in ambient lit conditions. And of course, if the higher you go, you can spend more. There's other ones that are out there, but none of them is perfect. They seem to all kind of offer one thing, but it's missing another. But the XGIMI Elfin, pretty good. I guess its nearest competitor would be like the Nebula. Solar or something like that. I can't even remember the name of that one. There's two versions of that one. It's made by Anchor. There's one with the battery, one without the battery, and I suggest that you get the one without the battery unless you want that portability. But there seems to be issues with the focusing on that one. Now I've also got a Anchor Nebula Cosmos. And that thing's worked like a champ. I've had no issues with that, knock on wood. Now on these projectors here, these XGIMIs, occasionally you're gonna have to readjust the focus, make sure it's good. But I've had zero problems with either one of these, the Mogo or the Elfin. They're pretty good, and I want to pick up a short throw, ultra short throw, Aura, whatever it's called, Aura. Now, I'm waiting for that thing to go on sale, but every time it goes on sale, I seem to miss it. And that kind of blows. Hopefully, I can catch it. I don't know what's up with Amazon. They don't have their upcoming deal notification thing anymore. I don't know what's going on, but just a super quick video. As you can see, there's a regular TV, and there's 800, and this one's probably about 300, 350. But you're going to need at least 800 ANSI lumens just to be able to, you know, have something that's viewable during the daytime. So when you're looking at projectors and you're looking at the figures, go at least 800. 600, just go 800. You're going to need it to watch in ambient lit conditions. And then, you know, don't fall into the trap of pursuing the best budget priced items, whether it's projectors or cameras or anything else. Just save your money and buy the good stuff. You'll be happy with it in the long run. All these other budget projectors that I've gotten to where, you know, hey, it looks good. Oh, yeah, it's acceptable. Maybe get one budget one that you can play around with that you don't really care about. But save your money and get the good one. Get the good one and you'll be a lot happier. But once again, get something that's at least 800 ANSI lumens. If you run into ISO lumens, like this one here, the Mogo 2, that's out now, they go by ISO lumens, and ISO is an international standard, ANSI is an American standard, and the ANSI lumens are going to be higher than ISO lumens, and ISO has more specifics in their measuring than ANSI lumens, but ANSI lumens, you know, it's good enough. It's a good baseline. They need to pick up one or the two, you know, and go with that. But just remember, you're gonna ANSI lumens. If you find a projector that says 800 ANSI lumens, it's going to be a lower number in ISO lumens because the standard measurements are a little bit different. But just remember, you got in ANSI lumens, you got to go higher than 800. And then in ISO lumens, I'd say you got to go higher than 500, 600. You got to go higher if you want to be able to watch stuff in ambient lit conditions.